from Salem, New Hampshire, the Salem Bulldogs. And from the Nashua Boys and Girls Club, your reigning, defending NHWAY dual meet champions, Nashua Boys and Girls Club. At 50 pounds, wrestling for the Salem Bulldogs, Brody Murray or Travis Schaffenbull. Wrestling at 55 pounds for the Salem Bulldogs, Brooke Murray or Zach Paris. For the Nashua Boys and Girls Club, Adam Collier. At 58 pounds for the Nashua Boys and Girls Club, Walter Cotito. At 62 pounds for the Salem Bulldogs, Brogan Beckman or Chase Mustafa. For the Nashua Boys and Girls Club, Victor Lone. At 66 pounds for the Salem Bulldogs, Morgan Chase. For the Nashua Boys and Girls Club, Jace Gallego. At 71 pounds for the Salem Bulldogs, Ben Graham. And for the Nashua Boys and Girls Club, Owen Gagnon. At 74 pounds for the Salem Bulldogs, Billy Murray or Dominic Armano. At 77 pounds for the Salem Bulldogs, Christian McGrail or Evan Lynch. For the Nashua Boys and Girls Club, Cole Brandt. At 81 pounds for the Salem Bulldogs, Liam McGrail. For the Nashua Boys and Girls Club, Noah Lake. At 91 pounds for the Salem Bulldogs, Antonio Cerisi. For the Nashua Boys and Girls Club, Ben Byrne. At 97 pounds for the Salem Bulldogs, Declan Sutliff. At 103 pounds for the Nashua Boys and Girls Club, Cole Warshawski. At 111 pounds for the Nashua Boys and Girls Club, Ryan Ostrowski. At 119 pounds for the Nashua Boys and Girls Club, Josiah Spleen. At 150 pounds for the Salem Bulldogs, Thomas Denny. For the Nashua Boys and Girls Club, Connor Whitman or Grant McCoubry. Good luck to our teams and let's wrestle.
Okay, Aaron, great job with the announcements today.
I am an absolute professional now at PA announcing, I think.
I like it. Looks like we have a great atmosphere here tonight. We're here at Goffstown High School in Goffstown, New Hampshire, and it looks like we have a really great environment for these young wrestlers here.
It's been a great day. We've had this is our second year of holding a dual meet championship for this age group. It's a 12U dual. So last year
We had 4 teams. This year we've got 8, so seeing a lot of growth in the format.
You know, it's huge at the youth level to keep the sport really healthy and to have that type of participation during the the following year is amazing. And again, looks like this atmosphere, they will not ever forget these moments right here.
Yeah, we definitely tried to step up a little bit this year with some of the pageantry, with the mat light, and obviously with doing this broadcast and some of these things. So it's a different kind of wrestling. A lot of these kids, we got some kids in here that are kindergartners, first graders. You know, they go to the individual tournaments, but completely new format. The kids are learning. The coaches are kind of getting used to coaching duels because our youth coaches don't typically do that. Our parents are learning that there's another kind of side to wrestling, and it's not always individual, so understanding what some of the team aspects are. So it's been interesting.
As a former wrestler and coach, I understand the dedication that the parents, the kids, and the coaches go through, especially, we're deep in the season right now, and so there's been a lot of practice time, a lot of gym time, and for people to really have this type of environment for the youth wrestlers, it's amazing. And so, again, definitely to glorify this sport and do it right like this, it's like I thank all the parents out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Big commitments from everybody.
So who
looks like we had Travis Schaffenbull from Salem going out there taking a forfeit at 50 pounds.
He got his hand raised with a big smile on his face. Absolutely. And representing his team.
Doing a little something different, too, for us, just from a team scoring perspective. We're really trying to encourage some participation from a lot of our clubs. And there's a kind of a wide disparity, not unlike the high school with numbers in some of these clubs. And so one of the things that we've done to try to encourage participation is to bring teams in, is to cut forfeits from 6 to 3 so that it doesn't kill us.
So it looks like we have our first match tonight.
Yep, so this is looks like our 55-pound bout, which is Brooke Murray from Salem and Adam Collier from Nashua.
She has a nice snap down, takes the back for 2 points. Did a nice little snap and spin right there. So she's riding behind the elbows really good, and that's key, like getting behind the elbows. See how she's digging in with her feet right there? She's got a lot of leverage, and she's really being aggressive right here on top.
Staying off her knees, pressuring forward.
Absolutely.
She wrestled an absolute war in the semifinal bout against M. Pal earlier this afternoon.
This young Nashua wrestler, he's doing really, really well, not being turned right now. Looks like he has to look away and peel it. Now he's peeling it. Oh, he just wasn't able to peel it down. He got his elbow. As soon as he gets his elbow down from peeling it, he'll be able to, and he has to look away at the same time. So he's trying to figure that out, but he's doing a good job counteracting the pressure on top. Oh, he's getting to his feet. He's going right for the leg. And if he gets to his feet and he faces, he'll be able to score and escape. But it looks like he's going right for the takedown. And again, he had
some interesting stuff here too for these kids. I mean, normally they go to the individual tournaments and it's on half mats or third mats. They're wrestling on a big mat.
He's getting out the back door. Looks like he looked for a reversal. She did a good job getting her legs away.
Trying to lift and drive.
So it looks like that reversal is coming, but she continues to get her legs back. She's still in control. Oh, there's a reversal. Was a reversal called? Yeah, reversal was called. That was a good little scramble right there.
Absolutely.
That's what's great about this young youth group is that, their bodies are so flexible and light. They get a lot of scrambling situations where it's really exciting.
Nice to see, too, that whole sequence happening right there on the edge. They wrestled a long time sitting right there on the edge.
That's awesome.
Got to keep wrestling.
What's hard is like when you have we have a one escape. She did a great job. Goes for the quick
corner there. That's 2.
Look for the snap and spin. Didn't work out for her right there, and he went for a quick, double leg takedown, and he gets right to work on top. He was going for that cross wrist, doubling up on that, and was ready to drive her down.
Looks like end of the first period. Collier from Nashua leads Murray from Salem 4-3.
Excellent.
Wrestling longer periods here today too. These kids are usually 1-1-1 at these tournaments. We're 2-1-1 today in this duel.
Okay, so the long first period.
A little bit longer first period for them on a full mat that they're not accustomed to wrestling on.
Yep.
New experience all around for a lot of
Adam's
these
going
kids.
for the takedown, but Brooke counters with getting her legs back on a nice sprawl. He's still
holding that leg.
He's still getting on that leg, and he gets around for the 2. Does a good job staying with that. Rustling it right through it. And Brooke, she's got some strong legs, and she can get those legs back. But again, Adam had some really good tenacity, just staying on that leg and continue to pressure through.
Great atmosphere. You can see along the benches, the other coaches or kids
She gets her legs back. Looks like she's might score an escape or a reversal. We'll see what she does here.
Maybe a late 2.
Yeah, late 2.
I think he might have checked with the assistant ref right there.
I think
Mike Stewart kind of gave the nod there.
Refereeing youth wrestling, because there's so many scrambles,
so much action.
It's really hard to officiate, and because they're constantly transitioning.
We had a conversation about it earlier. You watch sometimes, you get into these matches, and it's rolling one kid after another, and it's a constant 2, 2, 2, takedown, reverse.
Brooke, quick escape. Adam right in on a double. Looking to finish it. Doing a good job. I mean, he's getting on that single leg. Switching off to the double.
Here, looking for back points.
Definitely. Back points are coming. He's got in a headlock position, trying to sit through. Brooke is
getting late in the 3rd here. 25 seconds to go.
Great job by Brooke getting off of her back. She's got a strong bridge. She's looking for an escape, which she's been able to escape.
11-6 with 10 seconds to go. She's going to need something big. Well, it looks like that will seal it.
Great job. Both wrestlers, a lot of actions. They left it on the mat. Adam comes out victorious. Looks like to get his hand raised. And Brooke had a tremendous effort out there on the mat.
So after 2 bouts, our score is 3-3 between Nashua and Salem in this championship final. I think next up, I'm pretty sure we're going to see Nashua come out and take a forfeit here at 58 pounds.
And you said this is, we have about a dozen matches today?
Yeah, we had 16 weight classes, like we said, with some of the disparity in numbers that we see. I think we're going to see probably about a dozen matches here in this final.
Okay, it looks like we have 2 competitors out there right now.
Okay, I see what happened there. So Salem took one of their 55-pounders and are wrestling him up at 58 pounds. So we've got Zach Paris from the Salem Bulldogs and Walter Cotito from the Nashua Boys and Girls Club.
As soon as that whistle went, Zach was right in.
He's kind of the smaller guy here, so
gets right to work.
Getting right after it.
Yeah, absolutely. Goes to a double leg, twins a half Nelson. That's a big mistake right there for the bottom wrestler. You got to stand up as soon as, good job getting off his back.
Showing some good strength for the smaller wrestler.
I love it.
Zach Paris from Salem.
Okay, Zach. Okay.
And Walter Cotito from Nashua. Kind of locked in this upper body battle here. Oh, Zach got down to the leg there to be able to finish that.
Absolutely. He's got him on his back. Look for back points right there. Looking to switch off.
Probably need to get that head into the side here a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. If he's right behind the elbows, he'd be able to do a good job, like pull him through, but he's more of in a cradle position because he's in the front. But he's driving through with his feet and going to that near ankle, which is really helping him break him down.
Cotito working hard under there, trying to get the hips away.
Yeah, Walter's. We got Zach coming up to his feet.
Nice job there by the Nashua wrestler, Walter Cotito, to get to his feet. We are 5-5 with 20 seconds to go in the first period.
Here we go. Walter, again, he's been very aggressive with his takedowns, going in for his double legs right off the whistle and getting after it. Little adjustment on the side there, and here we go.
Try and wind down this last 12 seconds.
Again, right off the whistle
see if we
again.
get somebody with some late points here.
Great job with the sprawl. Oh, he's going, he's pressuring on. He's like definitely strong. I like that. Looks like a quick 2 takedown and 2 back points.
I think we had 2, and then he gave an escape, and then maybe 2 more takedown. That was a lot of action right there. I think that was 2-1-2.
Okay.
That was a lot of scoring for 12 seconds.
Getting the pressure right on.
Yeah.
So we have Walter going down.
Looks like we're going to start the second period with the score 9-6 in favor of Zach Paris from Salem over Walter Cotito from Nashua.
Zach's definitely putting on the pressure. Great job with Walter. Like coming right up with his stand up. He's looking to face him. Zach continues to position, go right to headlock. He's got that one arm around. He didn't lock it because as soon as he locked it, it would have been an illegal headlock because he didn't have the arm. He did a good job staying out of that position.
Kind of got caught out front there, though. Couldn't quite get around to even get his 2. And there's
Walter
Cotito getting 2.
Yep. He did a great job, Cotito, with the reversal. He's looking for the half Nelson. I like Walter's pace. He's got a lot of pace. He's throwing it all on the mat. Zach is definitely strong. You can see it in his upper body, his legs. He's a strong youth wrestler, and but Walter is just really aggressive and has a lot of pace.
Looks like we had a locking hands technical violation. Went against Cotito.
With locking hands on top, you have to have an arm in there, and you just can't, lock around the body itself, and so it's illegal to do so. You have to allow a scoring opportunity for the bottom wrestler.
Interesting decision there. So we've got Zach Paris leads Walter Cotito 10-8 going into the third period, and Paris chose to start the period neutral. It was his choice, and he chose to start it neutral, up 2 points.
Wow. So if he takes him down, he'd be able to, even out the score, but it's definitely risky. He's going for the headlock.
Cotito looking to come out the back, and we've got a tie score.
Walter did a great job. Cotito did a great job just, feeling out that headlock coming. He was shaking off, and he was able to get the back.
So we're 10-10 right now, 30 seconds to go in the third. We got a barn burner. Looking for backs.
Walter's getting after. He's definitely the more aggressive wrestler right now deep in the period.
Yep, Paris from Salem fighting hard down there. Those hips are moving. We're short time, under 10 seconds.
Walter's nice and steady on top with his pressure. He's not panicking whatsoever. He's in good position.
I think this has got to be one as a coach where you kind of want your top wrestler just to hang right there.
Exactly.
He's got those 3 back points secured either way.
Yeah.
Nice bout.
Yeah, absolutely. Walter deep in the period, he was just continuing right from the start to the end, kept the pace going. He was definitely very, very conditioned. And again, I think that his conditioning within the room just really was shining out there deep in the periods.
You got to give it to Zach Paris, though, stepping up for the team right there. Weighed in at a low, 1 class down this morning, stepping out there for the team, kind of going up a class to try not to take a forfeit there, and wrestled his butt off. So.
Oh, he definitely did. He was doing the best that he could out there, and again, he looked strong out there. Right? So who we have next?
So it looks like it's should be Victor Loam from Nashua. Salem's got a couple kids they could send out there. in either Beckman or Mustafa. We'll see what their decision is here at 62 pounds.
Yeah, you can see them going over the roster over there, and the coaches will make a decision right now.
Nashua currently leading the duel 6-3.
Both wrestlers are at the head table now, checking in.
I can't quite see the face of the Salem wrestler. I think it's Beckman. It is. So we will have Brogan Beckman from the Salem Bulldogs and Victor Loam from the Nashua Boys and Girls Club.
Nice low stances out there, looking to be aggressive. Nice shot right to a headlock, right to the back.
It looks like Beckman came in kind of arms wide, got caught right under the arms and put to his back there.
There it is.
Those are your coaches right there yelling on those shots, elbows in, right? So you can't get caught under the double underhooks like that.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, he just went right to the head. And
nice bridging by Beckman, though, not giving in.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Nice bridge right there.
Way to fight.
I like that. So he goes right back to the headlock again. He's really chasing that head a lot, and again, he's back on his back.
Victor Loam trying to find a way to get those shoulders down here.
It's really exhausting on the bottom being there, and when you have that headlock in.
And this is that key, right? Like we said, these guys are used to a minute. We're at a minute now. Normally, this period's getting whistled at this point.
Yeah.
You know, Beckman's really going to have to dig deep. He's got another full minute to go.
He's doing, great job fighting off. Again.
Almost out.
Almost out. That headlock is tight. And it does zap your energy over time when you're in a headlock position like that. Switching
Looks
off.
Like he switched it up.
Yep, switched off, then gets right behind. So
I think part of the thing, too, that you got to remember is it can be almost as demoralizing to be the top wrestler in that situation and not being able to finish multiple times there. So you got to just hope that Beckman's able to kind of draw something from that.
Absolutely.
Currently sitting 10-0 in favor of Victor Loam of Nashua over Beckman of Salem. Getting into short time here. Beckman on his back again. Kind of been fighting from this position almost the whole first period.
Loam is doing a good job, just like scoring a lot of back points, big time.
I think the period finally ended right there. Let Beckman take a big, deep breath.
I can definitely see the experience in Loam. I mean, he really feels, he knows how to switch off. He feels the pressure. Again, he knows he's in a good situation. He's very calm, and he switches off from move to move really, really well. And you can really see the experience in Loam.
Nice chain wrestling.
Yep.
He's still getting right after it. He's got a 13-0 lead to start the second period. Clearly chasing the bonus points, the tech fall.
The Salem wrestler is really getting after it. Beckman is looking for a pinning combination because he's really down by a lot of points, and he's really dogging. He's really dogging on that head position a lot. And Loam is really, really tough. He's a strong wrestler. To fight off that position it takes a lot of strength.
Yeah, you can see Beckman. He's trying to throw that left arm over the other wrestler's
and
back,
now
he's got it.
Yeah, he's just stuck with it.
This would be a heck of a comeback.
That'd be a major comeback right there. He's down by 13 points, and he goes right to a pinning combination.
Wow, both of these kids with the bridges.
Amazing.
And Loam is right back as the top wrestler.
Absolutely. He's
out there trying to extend that arm. Short time, less than 5 seconds to go. Trying to survive.
Wow, that's a great.
I think we might have a tech fall here anyway. Oh, no, maybe not.
So
we get 2 red, 3 green. I think we're going to be just shy of a technical fall.
So Beckman went after that. We would call it an ice pick. Some people call it a cement mixer type of deal. He just went after that head and arm, went to a pinning combination, stuck with it, and had an opportunity when he's down like 13-0. Loam did an amazing job getting off of his back, fighting through it to stay in the match and where he is, which is the the wrestler who's got the most points right now, 15-2.
And I mean, I think if you're Beckman, you probably don't have much of a chance here, right? Short periods, 1 minute. You know, you're not going to come back on points here. It's 18-5. You're going to have to get something big.
You're looking for pinning combinations. You're
throws,
yep. Cradles. Again, he's going to be chasing the head again in just a second.
And with the score the way it is, he can't even afford a reversal here.
And there it is. There's a reversal.
So he's minimum going to end up in tech fall here, and it's just a matter of if he can finish the fall and pick up that extra point.
He's got his 3 backs right here, and can you finish off the match with a pin? We'll see how it goes. That's
a little tough there, a little tough. Looked like the Salem kid might have come down right on his head.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Loam was trying to kind of scoop the head there and just kind of came down on top of it.
So he definitely, his head is definitely hurting right now. You know, Beckman was doing a good job bridging off of his back, and I see this a lot with youth wrestling, is that where they have great bridges, and then the only way that you can sometimes break those bridges is by yanking on that head, and what happens is sometimes you lift it off the mat, you know, in order to create some movement, and that's what happens is like he gets stuck in the bridge and then hits his head on the mat. So whether it's intentional or not, I would say that he was just trying to use his physicality, create space in order to get that head away.
Yeah, and I think what you sometimes, I mean, you get wrapped up in some of these things, right? So you see a kid like Victor Loam, who's obviously a very skilled wrestler, but you got to remember he's still young. In the grand scheme of his wrestling life, he's still inexperienced. And so, you know, he might know what he needs to do there. It's a matter of does he execute it in the best way that he can get his job done, but also, you know, not crack this kid's head into the mat. And so I think you get kind of an interesting mix sometimes with the experience levels that we have with the kids.
Yeah, exactly. Inexperience, and then along with the physicality of the sport, it's you know, sometimes it puts people in harm's way, you know.
So it looks like with that stoppage, looks like we've got a technical fall. So 5 points headed Nashua's way. Great
job by both wrestlers. And what I liked about that match is that Beckman went out there. He was down by 13 points, and he got him right on his back. You know, went after that, you know, that head and arm, and went after it. It was nice.
I mean, I think certainly you could kind of see it. He was kind of chasing a little bit throughout that whole match, but never gave in even for a second. You know, and took it into the third period. So the score, you know, maybe looking a little more lopsided than maybe the wrestling would tell you that it was.
Absolutely. Definitely a great match to watch. Even though it was a lopsided, you know, victory, it was a great match to watch.
So we've got 66 pounds coming up. The Nashua wrestler should be Jace Gallego. I think the question here for Salem, I actually thought it was a little interesting that they didn't send Chase Mustafa out at 62. Very experienced wrestler, you know, kind of well known in the state. And so I'm wondering if they might have just saved him here to bump him to 66. And nope, they did. They sent out Morgan Chase. So we've got Morgan Chase from the Salem Bulldogs and Jace Gallego from the Nashua Boys and Girls Club. Nashua currently leading the duel, 11-3.
That was a great double leg. Went right into it. Got
no
right
points,
behind.
Though. No
still
points
got
yet.
the head. I mean, he's really chasing that head hard.
Got a weird little scramble here. Oh,
head to head. Oh, that was definitely a great cement mixer right there.
It's kind of one of those like suicide type moves. He's got to roll through his back, and man, you don't keep your momentum going. You find yourself in a bad position quick.
You got to keep that tight.
Very well executed.
Absolutely. He's still right on that arm. He's trying to grab that head so he can just continue to pressure in, and then he just takes the back.
Good decision there, right? Reset.
Absolutely.
Keep control. Get in there under the arms. Reset what you're trying to do.
Oh, you got a little suck back right there. Nice job. Way to feel that.
It's a great attempt by Jace Gallego.
Yes, absolutely.
Getting those hips. I mean, he fired those hips right out of there. He just got caught at the last second there by
cradle
Morgan
situation.
Chase.
Here we go, cradle. He's got that tight.
And he's got the knee right there.
Trying to leverage out. Switches right off.
Got his points, right back into control.
Good job right there.
Chase leads 5-0 over Gallego of Nashua. 30 seconds to go in the first
Gallego
period.
left that window open on bottom, and Chase went right after it.
This will be the time too, right? So I know we're only four bouts into this duel, but at some point here, Salem's going to have to get on a run. They've got some forfeits coming here in the upper weights, so they've got to do something to try to build a little bit of a lead, I think, on Nashua to try to get this thing to within one bout's worth of scoring headed into that 150-pound range. But they got to make some noise here somewhere before we get to in the next 4 or 5 bouts. They've really got to start coming out on top on a lot of these things to come out ahead with just some of the forfeits that you can kind of already see on paper with 103, 111, 119. So
Chase definitely, he's been around a while. You definitely see that. He's putting a lot of pressure. Gallego, he's feeling the physicality of this match right now, and this is what the sport teaches a lot of, is like whether you're hurt or you're injured. And again, he's just feeling a little hurt out there. The physicality of the sport, he's working through it.
Yeah, just perseverance and all those things.
Oh, that was a great,
nice little Granby roll.
Yeah,
right
that
there.
was a Granby roll. Nice one.
Two of the bigger clubs in the state. I think Nashua's got something like 100 kids in their youth program. Salem's got a massive program, so not shocked to see these two teams here in the championship final.
Gallego's using a lot of motion on his feet, and Chase is just, staying in a nice disciplined stance and takes Gallego's back. When you're in a nice disciplined stance and someone shoots in on you and it's not a perfect shot, you're in really good scoring opportunity to, go for a snap and spin. And that's what happened right there.
Yeah, Salem known. I mean, they're a team that's they've been known even through their youth program as being a very good technical, wrestling club. So
yep.
I'm not surprised.
Gallego is he's still fighting through this. He's not defeated
Looks
at
like
all.
He's trying to work kind of a 2-on-1 bar underneath there.
Yep, he's trying to go for hand control and
looking for a late turn. Under 5 seconds to go in the second period.
Gallego is looking to build a base, looking for hand control, but Chase putting a lot of pressure on.
So Morgan Chase of Salem currently leading Jace Gallego of Nashua 8-2 as we start the third period. It looks like Chase going down.
Gallego took top, and he's looking to try to
so another Granby roll.
Yeah, that Granby roll is just like at a youth level, be able to do that is great. And then really hard for the top wrestler, because the top wrestler has never been in a lot of those situations on top, so they don't know how to follow. And so, Chase knowing how to Granby, that's huge at a youth level.
I think the bigger, almost the bigger part of that is not only does he, a lot of times you Granby roll just to a one escape. He Granby rolled and ended up coming right back, turning the corner, getting a reversal.
Yeah, definitely athleticism right there.
You can tell he works that. That's not a fluke. He's working that move,
yeah.
Looking to Granby into reversal and not just Granby into escape.
Good job. Continue. He just hit a really, really physical cross face on Gallego, and Gallego felt that. He's toughing through. Looks like there's a little bit of blood time on the face right here.
Another interesting one here. So we've got Chase currently leading 10-2, 9 seconds to go. So we're in major decision territory. This is exactly what Salem, I think, is going to need as we go through this stretch, right? So they need to pile up some wins, and they really probably are going to need some bonus points to make up for that small stretch at the upper weights where they're going to take some forfeits.
Morgan Chase is really intense. I have never seen Morgan Chase at all, and this is the first time me being at a youth wrestling match, and he's showing me a lot of discipline within his technique and on his feet. He's showing me like transition from move to move really quick, a lot of chain wrestling, what we call it, and then again the athleticism of those Granbys is just amazing. So, and then he is showing me a lot of physicality with that crossface out there. And again, he's really getting into the psyche of his competitor. He's showing a lot of physicality out there on the mat, which is, and Chase is having a tough time, with the physicality too.
Yeah, I mean, our state association, NHWAY, New Hampshire Wrestling Association for Youth, we run, a variety of events all year long. We've done we did a novice series this year. I think what you see here today, the wrestlers on these clubs here today, these are not the novice kids from these clubs. These are kids that are wrestling at a high level already at a young age. They're coming out here to get after it. It looks like going to be a major decision win right there for Salem. That's exactly what they needed at this point in the duel.
Yeah, Morgan really was the more dominant wrestler out there, but Chase Gallego, he was staying in the match. He was working through the physicality of that match, and again, trying to do his best out there. Yeah. Totally noticed that.
Different mindset, though. Again, right? Different mindset. So, I mean, I don't know a lot about Jace. I mean, the question is, with the disparity we had between Morgan Chase and Jace Gallego, what's the goal here from our coaches? Is it hey, we can't give up 6 here, and so we need Jace to go out there and just sometimes you can still win while losing in a duel, right?
Yes.
So it's stay in the match. Let's not give up points, and sometimes that can be a win.
That's true. That's true. So who we have here for Salem and Nashua?
So at 71 pounds, we've got Ben Graham from the Salem Bulldogs and Owen Gagnon from the Nashua Boys and Girls Club.
Looking to sucker drag on the bottom for Salem.
Our team score here,
which is off to a double.
Currently Nashua 11 and Salem 7.
Little quick spin right here, got the 2.
Owen Gagnon picking up 2.
Owen Gagnon did a good job hustling and eluding the double leg takedown.
So the Salem wrestler fighting, trying to get some wrist control down there. Still kind of forehead down on the mat. Got to find a way to get his head up.
This is when you have a top and bottom wrestler, this is called the parterre position. And the hand control is huge. And so what they're doing right now, even though it doesn't seem like a lot of action, they're looking at just establishing hand control. And that's what it is. It's all about control. And you want to control the other opponent. And, again, hands is huge.
Yeah, I mean, there's a technical aspect to that. I think sometimes it'd be easy to sit in the stands or even you watch some collegiate wrestling on the BTN network or something, and it looks like there's not a lot going on. And I think what happens is you miss a lot of that action that's going around at the waist, and you're talking about spiral rides and the pressure being put onto the inside of the thigh. And so, kids that look like they're not doing a lot, there's steps to the technical process of trying to break yourself free from that bottom position.
Ben's doing a good job trying to fight off that half, but man, Owen from Nashua has just been intense with his half Nelsons on top. He's just getting after it.
He's in there deep.
Oh, wow.
Gets the fall.
Yeah, I mean, Ben is a really, really tough wrestler, and Owen just was tenacious with his half Nelsons on top. And again, you can see, was it Owen?
Yep, Owen Gagnon from Nashua.
So he has a lot of leverage. He has those long arms as a youth wrestler, and he was using his leverage in those situations, and that's what got him over with the half.
So I think we're waiting to see here. I think maybe we might have Salem kind of doing a little bit of gamesmanship here, seeing who's going to send their wrestler out first. So we are currently at 74 pounds. And Nashua does not have a wrestler at 74, so I think Salem's just trying to figure out who they're going to send out to take this forfeit.
Nashua looks like they're not sending out a wrestler right now.
So it looks like it's Dominic Armano from Salem that goes out and takes the forfeit at 74 pounds.
Looks like we have a Murray from Salem reporting to the front desk. And who do we have from Nashua?
So for Nashua at 77 pounds, we should be looking at Cole Brandt. And it is. I see Cole checking in at the table there. So we'll have, let's see, who do we have here? Is this Billy Murray? I think this is Billy Murray for the Salem Bulldogs and Cole Brandt for Nashua. Now, knowing what I know about Cole Brandt, I don't know a lot about Billy Murray, but knowing what I know about Cole Brandt, I can tell you that Billy Murray's got his hands full here.
So, yeah, and again, I would say that you have 2 different body types out there, too. people think that, typical wrestlers, they'll have like a more short, stocky presence. But again, like when you have you have some leverage to it, when you're having longer arms, longer legs, as Cole does, that it really can force a lot of like half Nelsons, and it's
You
just
got
amazing.
Billy Murray out there, kind of the short, built like a tank. You got Cole Murray, who's a little longer, or Cole Brandt rather. Sorry.
It's so cool to see these different body styles out there, just in how the technique works.
I think Cole Brandt spends a little bit of time down at Doughboy Wrestling Club, so a kid who wrestles all summer long. Cole has traveled with the NHWAY national duel team out to New York for spring national duels a couple of times, so very experienced wrestler.
I can see Cole's experience because, he's really he's got a Western hook a side saddling in the parterre position on top. And again, he's just working from behind, not coming out front too much, and just really just throwing Murray into some compromising situations with half Nelsons. Another start right there. Tries to go for the ankle. Murray felt that coming, but he just switched. Yeah, he just switched. Oh, that was a quick. Yep. I'll tell you, underneath the mat light, that seemed like a really quick pin, but Murray was on his back, flat right there. And again, sometimes with the shadow of the light, the refs think that especially when you have a black singlet too, it seems like, oh man, I might not have been on my back, but with the shadow coming down from the mat light, it looks to me as like people are flat on their back.
Yeah, I've seen the mat lights are cool, right? It has a cool effect. The spectators like it. I think the wrestlers like it. I'm not sure you'd find any referee that says, yeah, I love refereeing under a mat light.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we got a forfeit out there.
So it looks like I think that was at 81 pounds. I'm just trying to refresh here. So Nashua did have somebody at 81 pounds, so we might have a little gamesmanship here, bumping some kids around. So that was Evan Lynch that went out for Salem and took a forfeit, because it looks like what Nashua is going to do is they're going to bump Noah Lake, and I'm guessing they're going to bump Ben Byrne up to 97. Noah Lake will go from 81. He'll bump up. Some interesting stuff going on here. We'll wait and see how this shakes out.
Yeah, they're talking about over there at the head table now. Certain people have to report to the front table.
I think I'm going to have to go do double duty here as the tournament director. Bear with me.
Okay. Aaron, welcome back.
Thank you. That was just a little bit of craziness right there. So here's the thing, right? So we had talked earlier about how we have this slightly altered scoring format where we said, hey, forfeits are only going to be worth 3. Unless you have a wrestler weighed in and you choose not to send him out, and then it's going to be 6. And so the question there, so we've got the flow scoring format. Surprisingly, right in the bell curve, we had nobody in the tournament today that actually was sitting in the 86-pound class, so it doesn't show up on the sheet.
Oh, okay.
And so what Nashua was thinking they could do there was bump their 81 to 86, take the 3, and kind of come out even. The problem with that is if you've got a wrestler weighed in and you bump him away, then it's going to be a full 6. And so we kind of cleared that up, and we've decided we're going to wrestle this bout right here at 81 pounds.
Okay, so we got action going on right now. What we have?
So it looks like we've got, I think I see Noah Lake from the Nashua Boys and Girls Club out there against Evan Lynch from the Salem Bulldogs.
Evan Lynch. There he is. Looks like Evan Lynch weighed in at 77.
Yep, so
coming up to Russell Noah.
These are the kind of things that happen in youth wrestling. We try to make adjustments to get participation. And then what happens is the rules aren't quite as rigid, right, as they might be in the NFHS and things like that. You don't have to worry about a lot of accommodations when you're talking about rule sets like NFHS. When you get into the youth stuff, it's a little bit more freewheeling. You get high emotions, so you just got to work these things out.
Yeah, trying to understand the sport, trying to understand the modifications that were made. So again, it looks like
In the meantime, we got a heck of a bout going here.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have Noah. Noah looked like he's like turning his hips in, like a little head chancery right there. Whipping his hips in, and looks he got 2 right on the side of the mat. Evan was going strong, and Evan's down on bottom. Noah's going to take top and stay in control. A little caution. Jump the whistle right there. Noah's ready to rock and roll. There it is. Little arm chop there, establishing hand control. Evan is keeping his head down, trying to look away. But again, Noah's got all the hand control right now. Got a lot of pressure.
Looks like Noah Lake might have a Western in there.
Oh, he's getting out the back door. Looks like Evan's coming out the back door.
Hard to tell what's going on with the legs.
Got a lot of hip pressure right there. Major hip battle.
Trying to work his way to the edge there, get the whistle.
Yep. Noah did a good job, putting a lot of pressure on top. Evan was wiring out of that and just trying to get his head up, but he couldn't. They went out of bounds. Trying to near arm chop again. Noah's putting the pressure on. Trying to switches down low. I like that. Right to a single leg. For him to really feel that, to go from high to low, that's more of a collegiate type of style wrestling, start riding somebody out. And again, that was a great switch off by Noah.
Yeah, Noah Lake, another kid that trains down at Doughboy Wrestling Club in Lowell. Been down there for a little while, at least 2-3 years. A kid who's always got his eye on trying to place at the Youth New England tournament. Another really experienced wrestler for Nashua.
Yeah, I definitely saw that transition from high to low and then grabbing that single leg. Definitely, he's been around this sport for a little while as a youth wrestler.
Yeah, his dad Jeff over there on the sidelines, one of the guys that helps coach at Nashua.
Evan tries to go with the arm chop. He had his
looks like Noah's got the arm coming out through the back door here.
Yep. Evan's doing a good job riding on top, staying strong. Looking for that cradle. Looking for the far side cradle, looks like. Noah's coming up strong, tripoding up with his hips. Look at the flexibility with Noah. Now he reaches for the head. Reaches for the head, but he lost. Evan lost that position. As soon as Evan's leg came out, Noah caught the head and was able to get that reversal.
Noah Lake currently leading 6-0 over Evan Lynch from the Salem Bulldogs.
A little hip battle, reaching for the head right there, trying to pull it down.
Looks like we got short time here, too, and we're in short time.
He's getting it. And then Evan gets one escape because of the loss of control of Noah. Noah slid down. Both of them really good with their hips. A lot of hip battling out there right now with their pressure. And, both wrestlers, you can constantly see that. If you're a spectator in the stands who doesn't know wrestling as much, it's like that hip pressure and battle was going on a lot. So again, sometimes we were talking about the hand control that you don't usually see, but that hip battle right there was going. You feel that out there.
I think we got a little injury time here. Looks like Noah might have asthma. At first, I thought the motion he was making was he needed a drink of water. I think it's actually his inhaler he's looking for.
Yep. Coach has it.
Looks like the official started the injury time clock there.
Again, that first period being 2 minutes, it's a long time.
Our duel currently sitting at 23-10 in favor of Nashua over the Salem Bulldogs.
Evan's ready to go. So get him out here. I'm in the bottom position. So he gets back up, shakes it out a little bit. I'm not familiar with the injury time or, when it comes to inhalers. Back in the day, they could take as many as they want as far as for inhalers are concerned if somebody had asthma. So I think now it goes on injury time if you have to take that injury time and get your inhaler.
That's a tough one. I mean, you get a kid who's legitimately got asthma. It's kind of a hard thing to say you can't use it, but at the same time, you also don't want kids using it as an excuse. So that's a kind of a fine line that these referees association have to balance.
It's total balance. Again, it's because you want the most hardworking, conditioned wrestler to really feel that reward in that match, and then when there's injury timeouts, for inhalers and stuff like that, and somebody who legit probably has it.
Nice reversal right there for Evan Lynch.
Going right for that far side cradle. He's got it locked. Oh, no, now let it go.
He's got to do a little work here, I think, to break.
He's got it locked again.
Got to break him down just a little bit more.
Oh, looks like he's going for the turn. Once you get that cradle locked.
We're in short time again. I see our tapper out there.
He's keeping him, trying to keep him flat. He's doing a good job bridging out, keeping that right shoulder up. Evan.
I think we've got a 6-6 tie right here.
So Evan has those long arms to really get that far side cradle, and he knows how to finish that cradle too, which is great. But Noah saw that far side cradle coming, but he had to grab his hands. He had to grab his hands from coming together. And
we're in sudden victory here. We're in sudden victory. Interesting little twist, right? So here at NHWAY, this is an untimed period, and it's first score wins. So we're either going to see a takedown or a stall, and that's going to be it. But we're 6-6 right now in sudden victory. It's going to be a huge result here. Salem's really got to get back on the board.
That's an interesting modification right there. Oh, drops down to the low leg single.
Looks like he transitioned to the double there. He's got to sit him back, pop that head up.
Yep, you got it.
I think there's your 2 in sudden victory.
Wow, that was a nice low leg single right there. You dropped right, cupped the heel.
Salem pumped, to say the least, over here. This crowd going crazy.
Noah left it out there on the mat.
Absolutely.
And Evan had a come from behind victory, with that far side cradle, and then a sweet low leg single in the overtime.
That was an 8-6 sudden victory decision right there for the Salem Bulldogs. That's big for them. They needed those points.
Evan is feeling the emotion of that reward of that win, and feeling good. Both wrestlers really had an emotional match out there. The overtime victories are amazing.
More forfeit stuff we got to work out there with the coaches.
Absolutely. When you have a lot of participation, you're looking at a new format, and again, looking to what you can and can't do with some of these modifications.
Yeah, absolutely. It's funny too. I mean, you've sat in that chair. I've sat in that chair. You start looking at you're looking at your roster. You're looking at their roster. Those wheels are turning. You're trying to add things up. You got math going on. Who can I send out there if I send this guy? What's the point swing going to be? There's just a lot going on at these things. So,
very dynamic.
When, again, duels are not real common at the youth level. And so just like the wrestlers, the coaches are figuring these things out. And it does mean something. It means something to the kids. It means something to the coaches. So if there's a way for me to send a kid out there and
right away,
do a little better, we want to do that. So it looks like right here at 91 pounds, that looks like Ben Byrne from Nashua that came in there and took that takedown right away. So We've got Antonio Cerisi from Salem against Ben Byrne from Nashua.
Antonio was ready to go. He went low for a shot, and again, Ben just went right for the head and arm. Got him flat right there, stretched him right on out. He got him flat. And Antonio felt that one, but again, Antonio's bouncing right back. And this is what I like about this sport is that, win or lose, you got to show a lot of sportsmanship, shaking hands, and a lot of class.
So it looks like after that bout, we've got Nashua leading Salem 29-25. Looks like Salem's going to send out Declan Sutliff to take a forfeit. So that should put us about the 29-28 range. And this is what we were talking about, I think, right here, where I think the math is going to tell us that Nashua might have this thing locked up at this point.
Yeah.
Because Salem's going to, I think, have 3 consecutive forfeits here, so that's going to be 9 going Nashua's way, with only 1 bout left after that.
Cole Warshawski, around 103 pounds, is reporting to the table. He's going to come out and take a forfeit. What's cool about Warshawski is that, again, like, wrestling is like a little family over time. Everybody knows everybody and their names, and it's like a small, it's definitely we spend a lot of time together. So his father and I were at Plymouth State, together.
Okay, yep.
And we also not only were drilling partners and teammates, and he was a hardworking guy in the practice room. He also went down to Pelham and was, wrestling and coaching at Pelham.
Okay.
He had the Pelham program going, so it's really cool to see Cole over there at Nashua, and he's got some good support behind him, and it's looking good.
Yeah, so I think that's what you're going to see here. I think, whether it's injury bugs, and we had a ton of kids at all these clubs. We had taken rosters. Rosters would do like last Wednesday, so we get the rosters, and then I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it was kind of one email after another of, the flu is hitting a lot of these kids. So, I think Salem kind of got thinned out here at the top. Looks like that would have been Ryan Ostrowski from Nashua taking a forfeit there for Nashua at 111. I think we've got another forfeit coming here for Nashua. They should be sending out Josiah Spleen, and I don't think Salem can counter here. So here comes Josiah to take his forfeit.
Again, when you go out there to take the forfeits, you got to show up. You have your laces all tied up, your headgear on, be ready to wrestle, and they're going to make it official. So again, if you don't, you can take some points away.
That's right.
Team points.
Team points. I think that's the #1 criteria for tiebreakers too. So you don't want that to happen. Those bench misconducts, team points, things like that.
So Cole and Ryan and Josiah were all prepared.
And I think we got a no contest here at 127. And so it looks like this thing is going to come down. Let's see. We've got a 38-19 duel heading into 150. So Nashua's got the duel locked up at this point. I'm really just looking for this match. I know we've got a couple kids, coming out for this bout. I think I see Tommy Denny from the Salem Bulldogs. Good kid, great wrestling family. His 2 sisters wrestled. Dad is involved with some girls wrestling stuff down at Doughboy. One of his sisters, I don't remember which one, but she's got one that's doing a really nice job at Central Catholic High School in Massachusetts. So good wrestling family, the Denny's.
So Thomas goes right in and goes right in, sticks with it, and right to the single leg, and finishes it.
Looks like we've got, I think that's Connor Whitman up on top. I think it's Connor Whitman for the Nashua Boys and Girls Club who managed to get that takedown, and now trying to turn Tommy Denny over.
Yep, Thomas is going right to the basic half Nelson, which works at any level.
He's got that thing in there deep,
and he just got his knee right around right half Nelson, stretching out his knee a little bit to try to flatten him out that much more.
I think that seals your duel right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's your reigning, defending, now 2-time NHWAY 12U dual meet champion, Nashua Boys and Girls Club.
Good job, Nashua. And Salem definitely represented with a lot of, class and, again, a lot of tough wrestling.
Great duel. Saw some great matches.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great job.
And even some of the lopsided matches I saw, there was a lot of actions, a lot of people staying in the match. So I would say a lot of these kids. I mean, one thing that you teach at this level is that you never. Even though you lose, you're never defeated.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get back to the practice room and you're ready to rock and roll. And
it's just been a long day, too. I mean, it's 4 o'clock right now. These kids weighed in this morning at like 7:30. They've all wrestled 4 or 5 duels through this whole thing. We had 8 teams here this morning, so they're probably wiped out. But great job, great atmosphere for us. I mean, we couldn't have asked for a better facility from Goffstown. The volunteers that Goffstown put in here to run the concessions and providing some table workers and stuff. Just been a great day for us.
Yeah, and as a person that hasn't been as involved in youth wrestling, I just want to say, Aaron, thank you for your time and dedication and being the director of this, and thank you to people here at Goffstown and Goffstown Wrestling, hosting this event, and all the parents who are supporting these wrestlers all day. So congratulations to Nashua. Again, very exciting match at the end of the day, and again, congratulations.
Congrats to all the teams. Good job, guys.
All right.